start our show with Ballers and Bugs. Ballers highlighted the best player of the week are the players that you want to give up big up to and say they are the treat of the week. I know Bugs is the trick of the week, the full ball, the player that would have played good. So come on, let's start with Baller of the week. You know, whoever as your Ballers of the week.
I have a couple. As usual, I can't pick only one. So I have to give it to Reese. So Reese with a brace for Chelsea versus Newcastle. We started off slower, had me worried for a little bit, but then we decided to switch another gear and decided that we should take the game by the scruff of his neck. And I was especially impressed by Reese because he scored his first goal with his weaker foot. And it was a good goal too. I also have to give a shout out to Brighton. We never expected Brighton to hold the mighty Liverpool to a 2-2 draw. Granted, 3 goals were called back because of VAR. They were correct. VAR was correct in this instance. So Brighton really and truly surprised us with that tie with Liverpool. And I have to say, even though my goalkeeper, I think, is the best goalkeeper in the English Premier League, Ramsdale had an exceptional save, and we have to give it up to the goalkeepers when they actually help their team to secure a victory. And I think, as of right now, Ramsdale's save should be the save of the year. So it's Reese, Brighton, and Ramsdale for me, Ballers of the week.
Well, my ball of the week, I have to give it to the big man himself, Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo, for a beautiful goal that he scored against Tottenham. Tottenham was lackluster. We're going to talk about that. Manchester United, we can talk about how they recovered or whatever. But I have to give it to Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo for that great goal. I don't care how old he wants to be. I don't care if he wants to say him last a step. That brother just knows how to score clinical goals. So big up Cristiano Ronaldo. We're going to talk about it too. I have to give it to the whole Napoli side. In a league of uncertainty in the Serie A, one certainty seems for sure is Napoli's consistent play. Top of the league right now. So I'm going to give it to Napoli as well. So those are my ballers. Cristiano Ronaldo and the complete Napoli side. Come on. We talk about the tricks we talk about the treats in a Halloween special Ballers and Bugs. Who do you have as your tricks? You have the bugs of the week.
Aston Villa. Like other teams lost. We could give it to Manchester City, but I hate when a team really goes down a man and we call him a bug. But Aston Villa was buggy before the record. It's 4 losses in a row, 19 goals conceded. I think Dean Smith and Aston Villa needs to go back and get some of the Grealish money so they can use it and buy a couple of defenders. I was also disappointed with Dean Smith. And yes, coaches have to come out and defend their team, win or lose. But I was really disappointed when he came out and he questioned the referee's decision in giving a red card. In fact, it should have been 2 red cards. Because if we realize the red card was not given to the player who actually elbowed the West Ham player, is the one who stopped a goal scoring opportunity, which should have been a red, which was a red. But Dean Smith was upset because he thought it was not a red card, and he was upset with the one, not seeing that he was lucky to not have 9 men on the pitch. And Manchester City, how do you go out there and spend 100 million euros? Not euros, pounds, on Mr. Short Ankle Socks, and you were so lackluster against a Palace, a Vieira's Palace, a Zaha's Palace beat Pep's millions of dollars worth of players, so they have to get a bug. And Norwich City is a championship side. I say it all the time. If they go back to when they go back to the championship and they do win the championship, they should just say to the Premier League, listen, don't give us the spot. Give it to somebody else who deserves it, because Norwich just absolutely sucks.
See, Now that is what you call an infestation. You see, my big up Napoli at the start of the show, right? As my baller. But when you looked at the serial race last year, Juventus and Inter Milan, we could say they were neck and neck running for the title, right? I was sitting here saying Juventus is going to make a run for it. They're going to make a charge. Look at this year. AC Milan is playing good football. Is second in the league right now. Inter Milan, they're third, right? But it's a big drop off in my opinion. I'm going to give it to Inter Milan, but Juventus, gonna lose one baller, and you drop that far in the league. Is Cristiano Ronaldo that great, or is Juventus definitely the tricks of football? And I also have to give it to Tottenham. Now, we see what Liverpool did to Man U last week, and for Tottenham to come out and play against Manchester United and to produce that ineptitude of football. Harry Kane, I used to say King Kane. Him don't even look like a jester right now. Harry Kane look like somebody would deserve for the pan. Game of Thrones, and him go walk with the White Walker them. We watch Game of Thrones, don't matter talk about. He looks a shell of his former self. He looks like a zombie on the field. So Tottenham definitely. We give it to Inter Milan because I expected more from Inter. I know you lost Lukaku. I know you made a lot of changes to the roster, but you don't win the title and come back the next year and look so inept. And also Juventus, my big bug of the week. Definitely have to give it to Juventus. Any honorary mentions? Come on.
Yes, Spurs. Every week we talk about Nuno. What possessed Nuno to take this work? What is it? I mean, like it's like this one, like they have restless and sleepless nights. It's just I Tottenham is just terrible. And I think they're disappointing. And I think the only way Tottenham will go out there and spend some money, change up the squad, get a good coach, is if they are in trouble of being relegated. I think they're too comfy and they do the comfy things. So I have to throw Spurs in there as well. That they definitely are bugs of this